Hi viewers, welcome to Beginners Tech Road.
In this video, I am going to explain about programming sample using variables and casting, converting. Okay. So in last video, we discussed about the console.writeLine method. Okay. We know the console.writeLine method displays a formatted result string to the console. As a output, it displays the formatted result to the console. So how we can format the string? We can use composite formatting in console.writeLine method to format the string. What is a composite format string? If we look at the composite format feature allows you to include the string representation of multiple data items in a single string. So this is the composite format. Okay, a composite format string consists of fixed text intermixed with indexed placeholders. So the index placeholders, you call it as a format items. Example, my int variable of int data type, and if you assign with a value 1 2 3 4 5, okay, so 12,345 value if we assign to my int variable, then on the screen if you want to display like this, my int value is 1 2 3 4 5. So if you want to display like this, so how we can format the string while displaying using the console.writeLine method. So we need to use format indexed placeholder in the place of 1 2 3 4 5. So this is a my int value is a fixed text. So this is a fixed text, but this 1 2 3 4 5, it is a value. We want to get it from the variable my int variable. Whatever the value it's stored in a my int variable, that value we are going to substitute in this message. So for that, in this place, we need to use a format item. It's nothing but the indexed placeholder to get the output string in this format. My int value is 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so the composite format features, what it does, whatever the placeholder you have used, so it returns a new result string where each format item is replaced by the string representation of the corresponding argument. So here this my int variable, whatever we are going to specify as an argument, here using a indexed placeholder, so that value will be replaced here, and the final result like this, my int value is 1 2 3 4 5, will be displayed on the screen. So to understand better, so if you look at more details about format item syntax, okay, so here, so this is the fixed text and this is the format item. So the syntax, if you look at in this place, the format item place, how the syntax it will be, if you look at, the syntax will be like braces, within the braces the index, and within the square bracket comma alignment and square bracket colon format string. So usually in the syntax, if anything specified in a square brackets, so that it means it is a optional. Okay, so wherever in the syntaxes, if anything specified in a square brackets, you need to understand that those are the optional in the sense wherever you require you can specify those, or if you don't require you can omit. So that is the meaning of optional in the syntax. Okay, so then this index and this square braces, if you see, these are not the optional. You need to include this format item within the braces as a mandatory, and this index also it is a mandatory. Okay, so if you look at what is each and every component of this format item syntax, the index. So it is a mandatory index component, also called a parameter specifier. So it is a number starting from 0 that identify a corresponding argument, whatever the argument we are going to specify, so that corresponds. It starts from a 0. Okay. So if you are passing one value, so the first index will be 0. If you are taking a multiple values, example second value also, then the first 0 will be a first like a argument, whatever you are going to use, and 1 will be a second argument, whatever you are going to use to format string. So that is the index. So it starts from 0 to whatever the values you are going to pass. So based on the values, if you are passing 3 values, it start from index will be 0, 1, 2. If you are passing 2 values, index will be 0, 1. If you are passing only one value, the index will be 0. So like this in the format item, this is the syntax. And the alignment, this is the optional. When you are going to specify alignment, then you need to specify with the comma. Okay, after index, you need to specify the comma, and then you need to specify the alignment. So it is optional, as we discussed. Within a square bracket, all will be optional. And in this alignment, right aligned, if you want to specify the value to be aligned right side, then if you give a positive integer, whatever the value you are giving, so within that value, it will be aligned to right side. If you give a negative integer, then whatever the value you are giving, the result will be left aligned within that space. So that is about the alignment. And then the next component, format string. This also optional. So a string that specifies the format of the corresponding arguments result string. Okay, so this format string. So we will discuss what is the format string. So what are the various format strings are available. So if you go in detail, so in the format string, we have standard numeric format strings. We have various format strings for the all the data types, like various data types. Okay, but the mainly if we discuss here about the numeric format string. Okay, so standard numeric format string, whichever the values, numerical values, if you want to format it, you can use the numeric format strings. Similar way for a date data type and time data types, like the date time data types also there. Okay, we can discuss later on in our future videos. But even for that kind of data types also, we have a format strings. But here now we are going to discuss in detail about the numeric format strings. Okay, in the numeric format strings, the one is standard numeric format strings. So if you come to a standard numeric format strings, okay, the format specifier, if you see, you can use either the capital or small. So here in this table, here I am specifying a format specifier and what is the name of this format specifier and description and example input, example result. So like this, two input, different inputs, and what will be the result. For your understanding, I just put into this table. Okay, so the format specifier C, if you use, it will give a currency value. So automatically the value will be showed in a currency symbol. Okay, based on the currency symbol, example, the dollar. So it will give like dollar, the value, whatever the value here, example value, if you see 123.4567 is the example value. And if you use C3 as a format specifier, so in the syntax, if you see index colon format string, right? So index, whatever, if you see a 0, if you use it for first argument, the index will be 0. So 0 colon C, whatever the format specifier C, if you use, okay. And the number also you can use with the format specifier, you can use the number, or if you omit number also, the result how it will be, let we see in this example. So here, if I use C3, Then this is the input value. If I use a C3 format specifier, the result will be automatically you will get a currency symbol and 123.457. So as we specified a 3 here, we are getting 3 decimal values. After the decimal point, you are getting 3. But in our value, whatever value we are giving, in that 4 are there, 4, 5, 6, 7. But as we specified 3, so it automatically it's rounded so that to a 3 decimals. So 0.457. Okay. So like this, the result it will get when you use a format specifier C. So suppose instead of using a length of here after C, if you are not using any value, just if you use a C with the format specifier, so then the default, it's like it takes only a 2 decimals. So that it's rounded to a 2 decimals. So 46, 123.46. So this is about the format specifier C. Similar way, we can understand very well understand the remaining format specifiers also. Okay, example the D, and D is for a this, but we are going to use only for a integer values for the D. It's like we cannot use with the decimal. Example, if you give a 1, 2, 3 and D4, if you value input value will be a 1, 2, 3 and the format specifier if you use D4, then the output will be like in a result you will be getting like this. So it means as you specified a length 4 here, so that the total value will take a length to 4. If the value not having a 4 digits, then as a first it will take zeros. So that is the reason as we specified 4, it's taken 0, 1, 2, 3. If you omit the value, if you put only a format specifier D, then you will get only the value 1, 2, 3. So similar way, F is for a fixed point. Okay. Same here. F1, if you use 123.4567, it became 123.5. If you use only F, then default it's taken as a 2 decimals. So 12346. So like this. And one more N. N is a number. So here, this is the one more useful format specifier. So in this, if you see, example, if you are giving a value like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is a input value. And if you use a format specifier N and the value 3, then what it does, it automatically takes the separator, okay, group separator with the comma, okay, so that you can understand in every 1,000, you get a comma, so that, and then as you specified a 3, after decimal 3 digits, as there is no decimal value here, so that it's taken all zeros. If you have a decimal values, it will take up to that, and if more than 3 decimal values, it will round and it will do. But as no value here, so even no values, it will give you a .00. So that wherever in our programs, if you want to know, use with the always with a 2 decimals or 3 decimals, even if value not there also, if you want to show with the zeros. So this is the format specifier is more useful in that case. So example, if you give the same value and if you omit the value after the format specifier N, then default will be a 2 decimal value, so that .00 it's taken. So it's separated with a group separator with a comma, as well as based on the value specified with the format specifier N, accordingly it will display the decimals. Default will be a minimum 2 decimal values, it will be displayed. Even if value not there also, it will give a 00. If value is there, it will give that up to 2 decimals. If value not there, it will give you a .00. So like this standard numeric format strings we can use in our formatting the strings. Next, custom numeric format strings. So in this custom numeric format strings, if you look at format specifier 0, hash, dot, comma. So these are the 4 format specifiers are available for custom numeric format strings. So 0 is for 0 placeholder. Hash means digit placeholder. Okay. And dot, it is a decimal point. If you use a dot, you will get the decimal point in the result string. Similar way, comma is nothing but a group separator and number scaling. It's nothing but the same way in the standard numeric format, how we used the n if you use, it will come automatically a group separator, right? Similar way here, if you use comma wherever, it will come as a group separator. Okay. And then zero placeholder and digit placeholder. For these two, if you see a difference, so in a zero placeholder, replaces the zero with the corresponding digit if one is present. Otherwise, zero appears in the result string. Okay, but if you see digit placeholder, replace the hash symbol with the corresponding digit if one is present. Otherwise, no digit appear in the result string. So the difference, if you understand here, if not available, then you will get zero in the placeholder, but here you don't get anything. So example, if you look at, so for a zero placeholder, so example, our input value is 1234.5678. And in the zero placeholder, if you use 5 zeros, okay, just you are using only 5 zeros. So the output result, if you see what happens, so as you use it a 5 zeros, but you have a value, integer value only a 4 digits. So that is the reason 1 0 you got in a front. So the remaining value in the 4 digits, you have a decimal also, so that it's rounded, so that 1, 2, 3, 5, it's became a 5. So the 4 as it in a rounded with the decimal, so that became a 5. So that in your result, you will get 0 in a front and then 1, 2, 3, 5 as the value. So this is the zero placeholder. Same if you use a hash, okay, same value if you use with that 1234.5678, if you use 5 hashes, the result, if you observe 1235, you didn't get 0 in front, because the hash, if value is there, that value it will replace. If no value, nothing will be replaced, so that you got the only result 1235. But here the 0, it shows the 0. If value not there, the digit value not there, then it shows the 0. So that is the difference between 0 placeholder and digit placeholder. So similarly, the decimal point is nothing but, example, your value is 0.45678, and if you used 0.00 like this, so then what happens in the result, you will get 0.46. As a after decimal, you used only a 2 zeros, so that it's rounded in a decimals, it take only 2 digits, so that it's rounded, so that you got 46. And here, as you have a 0 in front of the decimal point, so that you got a 0. Even though value is 0, you got the 0. But in the same input value, if you use with the hashes, what happens? As the hash, if value is there, it will take it. If no value, it won't take it. So that 0, so that as a value, if you see, it is only a 0 point, so that in the 0 is not displaying here, because as it is a hash you used. So 0 is not going to display. And then remaining same 2 decimals, as you use 2 hashes, 2 decimals values are available, so that you will get rounded to 46. Similar way, example, if you have only one decimal digit 0.4, if you use hash dot hash hash, your result will be like 0.4. Okay, as maybe it's the rounded 0.5, you will get it. So sorry, only you are going to have a 0.4, so that you will get only 0.4. But in this case, you will get 0.40, because the 0, as we have value not there, it will give 0 also in that place. So that is the difference between the 0 hash. And if you use with the dot, you will get like this, a dot as a decimal point. Similarly, the group separator, if you use the value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and if you use a hash comma hash, you will get like this the value. Suppose the same way, same value, hash comma hash dot 00, if you use, you can get the decimal also. If value have a decimal or not, you will get at least dot 00. If value have a decimal, then you will get that decimal value. If no value, then you will get 00. Okay, so in the place of 00 here, if you use a hash, then you will get still only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to this only you will get, because the value not there, so it won't display if you use a hash. So this is about the custom numeric format things. So like this, to format numeric values, you can use standard numeric format strings or custom numeric format strings, whichever based on your requirement, you can use in the format string. Okay, in the format item, you can use in the format string area, you can use these two standard numeric format strings or custom numeric format strings. I will explain you even examples also now so that you can understand better. So now one more, dollar string interpolation. So this is the dollar here is a special character, identifies a string literal as a interpolated string. So the example on the top, whatever we seen here, if you see, we have here, this is the for a format item syntax, we have this one, index, comma, alignment, and colon format string. So here we are using as a index, like a parameter specifier, we are using a index. But here in the interpolation, okay, it is a, even string interpolation provides a, so in this string interpolation provides a more readable and convenient syntax to create formatted strings than a string composite formatting feature. So the above feature, whatever we learned, okay, so we have a another, the string interpolation, wherever the possible, if we use a string interpolation, it will be a more readable, more convenient syntax than the previous syntax. So if you look at, it's the same what we discussed above, same, only here index, in the place of index, we have a interpolated expression. So we will see what is the interpolated expression. So instead of a index, you can use interpolated expression, and remaining this optional alignment format string, same above how we can use. Similar way, even in a string interpolation also you can use. Same example, whatever we have taken above, if you see, same integer my int variable with the value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you want to display like this, so using a interpolated, how it will be like, we are going to use additional this dollar symbol, okay, in front of the string, and then inside this is a same fixed string. My int value is a fixed string. Here, instead of using a index placeholder, we are going to use here interpolated expression, in the sense you can use here the variable or you can use the expressions. So what is the expression? We will learn more about the expressions in a later videos. Okay, at that time I will explain you in more details. But at present, even in as an expression, you can use a variable also. Okay, so in this, the variable you can use. So this have a more readability than using a index and then passing a argument to substitute that index value. Instead of all those things, the advantage, it's a more readable using a dollar string interpolation. So you can use straight like this. The most important is the front you need to use a dollar. Then only this will work. Okay, so this is the dollar string interpolation. Okay, the another one, when you construct a format string, so even the string escape sequences also more useful. So we have a escape sequences. These are the few important escape sequences in C#. So this is the escape sequence, and what is the character name? What is the output you can get in your formatting string? If you see, so the backslash for every escape sequence, so we used a backslash, okay, and then a single quote. So if you use in your string, okay, backslash single quote, then you can get a single quote in your output. Similar way, backslash double quote, if you use in your output, you will get a double quote. Like this, two backslashes if you use, you can get one backslash. So like this, various things are there. /0 for null, /a for alert, /b for backspace, /f for form field, /n for new line, /r for carriage return, /t for horizontal tab, /v for vertical tab. So like this, the things most, if you see, if you want to display in a two lines, okay, my int value is in one line and 1 2 3 4 5 value in another line, so you can use in between /n. So here if you use /n, what happens, the /n gives a new line, so that the string will be displaying in a two lines. So that is the use of this /n new line. Similar way, /t horizontal tab, it's nothing but to get a tab space. Usually the horizontal tab will be 8 spaces, right? 8 blank spaces. So that way automatically the position 8 blank space position, the tab will be giving, so that automatically you can get the spaces in between. Wherever you use a /t between the words, you will get a one tab space. So like this, if you want to show in with a proper spacing in between multiple words, you can use /t. We will see the most important, like /n/t, okay, and double quote, like this, whichever in our examples also we will use time to time. Okay, now also I will explain you few examples using even this string escape sequences also. Okay, so this is about the all about the total how we can use the format strings and how we can use the escape sequence and all this interpolation, all the things. So now whatever we discuss now, all this using all these concepts, now we will do a small program to understand about the variables and how we can declare, how we can initialize, as well as how we can do a casting and how we can use a convert methods and all those things with even this numeric format strings. Okay, so let we go to the Visual Studio, whatever we installed in our last video. So if you open the Visual Studio, so it will be showing this screen. So as we created already a one console application, so it will be showing here, and even we can have a new project. So let we open the same project to, after opening our last saved project, so we will get this screen. Okay, so this was the last program what we have learned. Okay, hello world program. Okay, so I'm going to remove this. Okay, and then we will just write a sample code for a variables and all the stuff whatever we discussed. Okay, so example I will just take as a one variable of integer type. So the syntax, first data type int I have taken, and then space, and then variable name. So my int is the variable name, and then even while declaring itself I will assign a value. 1 2 3 4 5 is the example value. So this is the declare variable and assigning a value. Okay, so now we will see just console write line to display this value. So console is the class, static class, and then dot, if you put, you will get all the methods. So write line. Okay, in this write line, we can just give the whatever the message you are going to display on the screen. So example, as we discussed just before, okay, example, if we want to display my int value is, and then we need to show the value of this variable, my int variable. So here we should show on the screen the value 1 2 3 4 5. So as we discussed first with the index. Okay, so if you see, so this as per the syntax, the braces we have specified as a mandatory, and the mandatory index. As we are going to pass only one value, we are using a index 0. Okay, so and then the syntax comma, optional comma, and then whatever the alignment if you want to specify, you can specify, and then colon, whatever the format string you are going to specify, you can specify. First, I will take only the mandatory things like only the index. Okay, later on we will see the some more examples with the remaining optional components. Okay, now here comma, we need to pass that object argument. Okay, the format, this is the format string what we are going to specify here. In this, it is a mixed of like a fixed string and then the placeholders for the whatever the values going to substitute. So now here we are going to pass the value, so that my int variable we are going to pass. So this way, whatever the variable we declared, so that variable we are passing, so this variable will be substituted here, because this is a 0. Index we use 0 is nothing but the first value what we are specifying here. Okay. So now this is the one example. So let's see if we execute how it will come. Similar way, the same example using a dollar interpolation, if you see how we can do it. So as I said, so for that you need to use first here dollar, and then instead of using this way, here instead of a index, straight you can give a interpolation expression. So here I am using just variable. So this is the simple way. So now if we execute and see the result, okay, so how we can execute, as I mentioned you earlier. So debug, start without debugging. If you don't want to debug, just if you want to run the application, you can use the start without debugging. If you want to debug at the time, you need to use a start debugging. Okay, so for a better speed execution, I will just use, I don't want to debug, so that start without debugging will execute faster than the start debugging, because when you do it with the debugging, it needs to load all the debugging breakpoints, everything, so that it will take little time compared to start without debugging. See, now we can see the output. Okay, so if I just reduce the window size, okay, see now the result if we observe. See now, this is the code what we have written. See, my int value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And even for the second also, we have the same result. My int value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this way, we can use the format string. Okay, so this is the using a index with the passing the arguments, or with a dollar interpolation, you can use this way. Okay, so this is about example. So now I will just stop this execution. Yeah. So now example, if I want to use a escape characters, okay. So what I will do, same example, my int value is in a one line, and the value if I want to show in a next line. So the slash n, whatever I said, slash n will give you a new line. Okay. So now if I execute, the result, if you see, see now you can observe my int value is in a one line, and this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 value is in a another line. Okay, so this is about the escape characters. Okay, so even similar way, slash t if we use, you will get the space. You can use even multiple times also, slash t like that. Even slash n also multiple lines if you want, we can use slash n like that. Example, I used it 2 times tab. So now if we execute and observe the result, you can see the gap, 2 tab spaces is nothing but almost 8 plus 8. See, you are getting the space here. 2 tab spaces you are getting. So this is about the escape characters. Okay, so now we will see the more details about this formatting string, how we can make it. Okay, so let's see. I will just take another variable of a data type double. Okay, the value 1 variable name I will define as a value 1, and then I will assign the value something as example 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 dot 4 5 6 7. Okay, so this is the double variable I have defined. So now on the screen, I am going to write the value by using the standard numeric format. Okay. So just I will take this console write line, and then I will just write it as like a actual value equal to, okay, here value 1. Okay, so first, if you just write like this, what you will get it. So later on, we will use a various format specifiers. So example, using format specifier C. Okay, and then whatever the value, if you use the format specifier C, how the value you are going to get it, so that we can check it here. One thing. So here I am going to use as we index and then colon. Okay, the comma alignment I am not going to use. So I am going to use a format string. Okay, so for that is the reason 0 colon and then whatever the format string. So C. Okay, either small or cap, anything we can use it. So C and then value 1. And even I would like to display various other formats also. So I can give a one tab and then see, even you can use the one multiple placeholders, same one value, multiple placeholders you can use. Here also it will take the value 1 value. Even here also it will take the value 1 value. If you are passing here one more variable and if you want to use that, here you can use 1. Okay, I am going to use the same variable so that both the places 0 only. Okay, we can write like this. So we can use multiple times same index. Both the places it will take same. So here, if I put here example C3. Okay, so what is the value? We will get it. Let's see. And also here example using format specifier C, it is coming. Instead of this, if we want to put this in a double quote, then you cannot use just double quote. As we discussed, we need to use the escape character, right? So backslash and double quote. Then you will get, in the output, you will get double quote. Similarly, here also you want a quote, right? So backspace quote. So that in output, you can get using format specifier within the double quote C equal to, like that. So it will be on the output is a very good readability. We will observe the result also, how it will show. Similar way, using format specifier D. Okay, so here also I can use 0D and then here, okay, 0 just for you, and then 0 here D3. Okay, or D4, something, or whatever you want. I will just show as a D4. So 4 digits, how we will get it. So like this. And then here, as a D decimal, we cannot give a double value. We should give integer value only. For a D, it will take only integer value. Okay, if you give a different data type like a double, you will get an error. So now, example, if I want to use the same to as a integer, as we said, okay, this cannot be done auto implicit converter. We need to use a casting, explicit casting. Okay, implicit casting will not happen because the double to int, higher to lower, we cannot convert. So I am doing a explicit casting. So like this, as we understood, so within the parenthesis, we want to put a data type for a explicit casting. So now this value will be converted to integer type. So this way we can use the casting, explicit casting. Okay, then one more example with the n. Okay, I will just give few examples. Similar way, you can try various examples. So example with the n. So we can use small or caps. So for your understanding, I can show this with the small. Okay, 0n and then 0n. Okay, example 3, I will take it. So now here, even if I want to use directly some constant values also, I can use it. Example, I will just pass as a dot 129. So like this, some value, I will just pass it. So you can assign two variables and then that variable you can pass, or you can do a casting, okay, or you can send a constant values. So without assigning to any variable, if you want to just give any constant values, even you can give a constant values. So like this all the three statements, how using a various standard numeric format strings CEDN, how the result. So we will just observe. Okay, and even after this, I will write a few more examples. We will execute together. So then using a just how we can use the alignment. Okay, how it helpful the alignment. Okay, just I will write some examples for that. Console.writeLine. So what I will do, just for your understanding where the alignment is helpful. So first I will just do a without alignment, how it will come, then with alignment, how it will come. So example, for a index, I am using a 0, and then here I can pass like some constant value dot 67. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dot 67. Okay, next one more. So even I can take 3 examples. So now here, instead of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I will just take, because different size of number, how it displays on the screen, just for understanding. Okay, even I can take here only 1.67. So we will execute up to this, how it will come. Okay, then below here, suppose if I add same statements and if I use the alignment, okay, how it will come. Example, I want to use a space of 8, then 8 comma 8. So 8 as a positive number I am giving. Okay, so as we am giving a positive number, so it right aligned. Okay, negative number will be left aligned. So 0 comma 8, for all I will give same 0 comma 8, 0 comma 8. Okay, so now I will execute this. Okay, we will see the result. See now, if you understand the result, okay. See here. See now, these are the previous result, whatever we discussed. And now if you see here, actual value 123.4567. So here, whatever the value we assign to a variable, value 1 of type double, see 123.4567. So same value we got it. So the first one we used without using any format specifier. So directly we used. So we got a same value. Next one is using format specifier. See here you can observe using format specifier within the double quote C, D, N. So here if you see how we have included in the string, you see with the backslash double quote, but in the result you can see only the double quote. So that is the escape character what we use. So the output will be only the quote. Okay, see, and then next, as we use it as a format specifier C, the result we got like a dollar symbol. The currency symbol is included. So the first statement, if you see, what is the first statement? We didn't use any value along with the specifier. So that default it's showing 2 decimal. So 123.4567 is the value. So it as a 2 decimal, it's rounded so that you got a 123.46 with the currency symbol. But here if you see same, but you got a 3 decimal digits. The reason why we have included next to the C, we included a value 3. Okay, so C3, as we used a format specifier C3, so that we are getting a 3 decimal digits. So like this, whatever the decimal points you required, accordingly you can use this digit. If you don't want, if you want a default 2 decimals, you can use either C2 or without C2. If you use C also, you will get the same result. So this is about the C. Similar way D, if you observe, okay, so what happened? As we converted to integer, so 1, 2, 3, so you got a 1, 2, 3 as a value without using any digits along with the specifier D. So when you use a D4, what happened? See, its total length 4 digits it's taken, and the value is only a 3 digits, so that in front 0 is added to come as a length of 4 digits. Okay, so this is the result, and in between tab space you can observe. Okay, for every statement as we use it a tab, so that in between here the tab space. So like this, the various standard format specifiers we can use wherever we require in our result. And here if you see for n, as we discussed, automatically the group separator, the comma is displaying in the value. So whatever the value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.129. So that as a default, so everywhere if you see wherever it is printing with the decimal, the default will be a 2 decimal values. It rounds accordingly. So as we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1.2.129, so that it's rounded to 1, 3, and that is displaying here. And here we use it as a N3, so that in the decimal area we got all the 3 digits, so that .129 only we got it. So this is about the N format specifier. Then if you observe the below result, if you see the values, whatever without using any format string, just if you use only with the index. So what happened? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3.67, 1.67. So it started from a left, all it's showing number like this. But below statement, these statements, if you observe, we used a alignment, the optional alignment we used. So comma 8. So for all 3 statements, we used a comma 8, so that it takes a 8 spaces. Within that 8 spaces, it's aligned to right. Okay, as a positive value, so it aligned to right. Okay, if you put a negative value, then it aligns to left. It's nothing but a same default. This behavior only you will get it. So, but if you see the numbers right align will be a good, right? Generally in our calculation, when you sum also, how you will write the alignment? If it is the right alignment for a numbers, it is a good. So in this such kind of cases, you can use the alignment optional component, optional component for the index. Okay, so this is about the alignment. Okay, even for alignment, we will take one more example, even to display that like a tabular kind of values, how we can do with the all this alignment component. Okay, I will just write one more example. I will just add here. Okay, so I will just take a copy of console write line. Okay, so here what I will do, I will just try to display like for various months and for any one company, sales of their business, some values if you want to show. So same like whatever the example, whatever the values on top, the same values with a month together if we want to show. So what I am going to do here, so I am going to pass two values for month and sales. So for that, the string, whatever I am going to display here, so that I will take a maximum of length 9 for a month to display, so that here 9. Okay, so the positive will be a left align. Okay, suppose if I want to start the text, I want to start from the left, then I can give -9. Okay, and then here I can use one tab. Okay, /t, and then one more placeholder here for a second value, so that I am using a 1, comma. Even for this, I can take like a length 8 with a left align. So, and then here the values, I am going to pass the constant string values. I am going to pass two constant string values. I need to pass because I used two index, 0 and 1, 0 for a first value, 1 for a second value. So we should pass two values. If you don't pass two values, you will get an error. Okay, so now here I am going to use a text month as a constant, and then one more like a sales. So like this, on a screen, I want to display text month, one tab, text sales. Okay, now the values, if I want to display the values, okay, so I can just take this. And then now, so I want the text, all months will be a left align only, so that I will keep with a -9. And here the values, sales values, I want to keep as a right align, so that I'm going to use a positive value. So positive value 8, whatever the value I have taken here 8, the same I will take it. Yeah. So what I will do better. So now here I'm going to take a first value. So for a sales, I'm going to take a first value, and here I'm just going to use as this example January month. January, this is the sales. Similar way, example, if I take a one more value, okay, and then same these things, and here the month I am going to change as a March, and here the value I will take as a same like 1.67 for the March, and then I will take a one more row. Okay, and then for this I will use a September example. Different, just for a sample, I am just taking a different length of month. Okay, so that example January, March, September, like that I have taken. Okay, and then here example the value 123.67. See, now if we execute, how this will be displayed. Okay, we will see this. Okay, and also along with this, I will write a few more statements using a custom format strings. Then together we will execute. So example for a custom, what I will do, I will take a one more variable double value 2 equal to 123.4.5678. Just I will take value like this for a variable value 2, and then I will just write a console dot write line. So on all these examples I have showed with you with the index, right? In this example I will show with interpolation. Okay, so that you can understand whichever you want, you can use either index or a dollar interpolation, but the best for a readability, wherever possible, you can use a dollar interpolation. So console.write line, and then in this, whatever the string I'm going to use it, I will use a dollar and then string. Okay, here semicolon. So here what I am going to show, okay, example this value 2 if I want to show it. So what I can write here, just value 2. So like this we can use a straight value 2. Even if you want to include as a fixed text like value 2 equal to, you can display like this. Okay, and then one more example, I will use the custom format string. So value 2, and then here value 2, and then to use a format string we need to use a colon. So colon, what I will do, I will use a 1 2 3 4 5 5 zeros. Okay, and then one more, I will use same value with the two formats, with the zeros and then with the hashes. So here I can use the tab space and then same value to, in the places of 0 placeholder I can use 5 hashes as I explained in examples. So same example in a programming also I am going to take it here, so that how whatever we discussed, how it shows on the screen, we can observe now whether it shows accordingly whatever we discussed. Okay, and then I can take one more example with the combination of all the decimal comma, everything. So example, even as this is interpolation expression, I can use a variable, I can use a constant, I can use a expressions, anything can be done. Okay, here I use it as a variable, I will use a constant. Example like this, I can use straight like this, 1 2 3 4 5. This is a constant, this is a variable. Similar way expression, or even a, we will discuss like a arithmetic calculations or some kind of things also it can be done. I will explain those also. So now here what I will do, I will use a format string hash comma hash. Okay, and then one more same here also, instead hash comma hash, and one more hash comma hash dot two hashes. So this format we will see what happens. And one more tab, I'm copying same, one more tab, same, but here instead of a hashes, I will use 0. So like this, all four, whichever can be used for a custom numeric format string. Okay, I used it here all four. Okay, see, we will see now the result, how it displays, and we will discuss about the result. See now, if we look at the result, see now, whatever we have written, see month sales. See how the title month, and as we specified a 9 character space for a month, and then one tab, and then sales. It started sales. Okay, here on the title, if you see, here I used for month sales, month I used a minus value so that it is a left align, and here sales I used a space 8 character and again minus only here. So the sales also title is a left align only, so that both it is in a left align as a heading month sales. Now in the below data, if you see, for all these month to display, I used a negative value as a alignment so that it is a left align, and here I used a right align, positive value, so that right align. So that is the reason you see how it's showing month, sales and January and all. It's a clearly all these are the names are a left align and these digits are a right align. So like this, like a tabular kind of data on the screen, if you want to show even this alignment with the negative, positive values, or it will be helpful. Next, if we observe this result, okay, so how the custom numeric formatting. See the direct first whatever we use the value as it is, so that value 2 equal to 123.4.5678 we got here. And in the next line, value 2, if you see, first we used a with the 00 format string and then hash format string. Here a hash 5 and here zeros 5. So that if you observe here, okay, the value 1235 it is rounded and then the zero value is displaying to ensure total 5 digits in this number. But here if you see, only it is a taken as a 4 digits only with a rounding, and the here the hash place it is not showing anything, it is showing as a blank only. So that is the difference between the zeros placeholder and hashes. And the below if you observe 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 value, see value 2 equal to, as we used a hash comma hash, so that it's just displayed like this. The next one if you see, we used hash comma hash dot hash. Even if you use it in that way also, we observe the result same. But the last value if you see, we got a dot 00. The reason is here we included a dot 00. Suppose here if I give like dot 567 something, now what happens, even if I give here also dot 567, okay, let us stop the execution. See, now if I execute once again, okay, so even if you want to get a some line, even in front also, if you want to, you can keep like this /2nn, so that before displaying this, you can get space. Like after all this display, you can get 2 line space and you can observe this clearly. So like this, you can use /n however you require based on like a one time, multiple time, or wherever the positions you require. See now you can see this result at the end, and here you can see the more line spaces. See now you can observe. Okay, here 57, if value as it is there, it showed as a 57 as we used a dot hash. Even here dot 57 as we used a zeros. So still as value is there, it's showing. So like that. If value is there, it will show. So the result, if you see now, the last, it looks both are same. The result is same for these both state things. But the difference is, if as value is there, this also displaying, this also displaying. But if value not there, this not going to display, but this will display even at least 0 zeros. So that is about the all these examples, whatever we discussed about variable declaration and assigning, and with a right line method, how we can use a custom format like a composite format string by using a index placeholder or dollar interpolation. Okay. Now we will go to the examples of whatever we discussed in a variable. Okay, various data types and declaring a variables and assigning values, and then like a implicit conversion, explicit conversion, and then using a conversion methods. See, we will verify all those things. Okay, just quickly I will write example int data type and my int equal to 10. Okay, I'm assigning, and then float, my float equal to 123.4.56, and I don't, for a float I mention like at the end f is mandatory. Suppose if I don't put, what will happen, we will observe. And then double, and then my double to 1234.56. Okay, and for this the D is a optional, so that you can use, or even if you don't use also no problem, as I mentioned. Yeah, see, and one more decimal. Okay, my decimal equal to 1234.56 semicolon. Even for a decimal also we need to use a m at the end. Here, as I said, at the end f we need to use, for this d we need to use, for this m we need to use. But for this m is a d is a optional for a double, for a decimal and all those things. For this m and for this f is a mandatory. But if you don't put, what happens, let we observe. Okay, and one more data type, bool, we discussed. So bool example, variable name my bool, and equal to, as we know that it takes only a two values, either true or false. So like this you can write true, or even you can write like false. See here the context help shows all these things quickly, like this. Okay, false, true, any of these two you can put it. And then the string type, example, my string is the variable name, and then we are going to assign value C sharp. C sharp. Okay, as I said, for a string type, we need to enclose in a double quote. Similar way, one more, char. Char, my char equal to, example, if we want to assign a value A, we need to put in a single quote. So like this. So this is the things what we discussed, like variables, various variables, and whatever the data types. Okay, see now how this result will be shown on the screen. Okay, so example, if I take some additional variables like string result1, comma result2. So like this, even if we want to declare same type with two variables, you can declare like this, separating with the comma. So that variable list, separating with the comma, like this. But both should be a same data type. Okay, in that cases only you can use like this with the comma, multiple variable. So what it means, result2 and result1 both are data type of string. Okay, like this, what I'm going to use it, these are all for a conversion, how we can do it, all those things I will just use this. Okay, so now if I want to show all these values, okay, before conversion, first what I will do, I will just write a values of all this variable on the screen. If we want to write, how we can write. Okay, hope you got it, as with the many examples we discussing now, but just I will show you quickly. Okay, I will use as a index method. As a dollar interpolation is easy, you can understand. So I will give, even in your programming also, you can use more with wherever the possible dollar interpolation. But for you to better understand with the index how you can use it, I will show here with the indexes. Okay, so I am going to use here my int equal to, here has only one equal to 0, and then here my int. Okay, after typing control space bar, if you type, automatically it will take the whole word, as I explained in an earlier video. So like this, my int, similar way you can display whatever the things, data types we have discussed, you can display. So my int I have taken, and one more example, my double. Here my double, space bar. So like this, you can use all the things. Suppose together, if I want to show example, next, whatever it is, like int double I showed, example, float and decimal, if both the values together, if I want to show it. So even we can use like this. So my float. Okay, I will leave this as my float. Okay, and then one more with the tab separation /t, and then example my decimal. So here spelling my decimal, Control C, and here I will use my decimal equal to, and the next value, so that I am using a index number 1. And here I am going to give a 2 variables. So for a float, my float variable, and then for a decimal, so my decimal variable. In the context help, automatically whatever the variables you declared here, so when we are typing, automatically the context help will show you to quickly pick from that. Okay, so now suppose if I want to do a explicit convert, what we discussed. Okay, so implicit automatically, whenever you convert from lower to higher, automatically it happens. But higher to lower, when you are doing, you need to do explicit. So that I will use the explicit. So double to int example, one more if I want to use here. If I want to convert double to int type. Okay, so I will show here 0. I will just give you the difference. Double int 0, and then so here there is the my double value. So to convert, okay, like a explicit casting, so within the parenthesis we are going to put the data type. So int my double. So like this, I will just write up to this. I will show you so that we can do a later on some more conversions. See, now if I execute this, what happens? If see here itself now, after writing our code, if you see all these are fine. Here green, that is no problem. Green in the sense you have defined and assigned, but you are not used anywhere. So it is like a warning. Green is a warning. But here if you see red, red is a error. So when you written a code, now itself you can observe wherever the errors. Okay, this is the, in the designer itself, you will get it. See what it's saying here, if you see literal of type double cannot be implicitly converted to type float. Use an F suffix to create a literal of this type. So as I mentioned, so the F is mandatory for this, and for this M is mandatory. Okay, so like this, you need to use it. So now if we execute up to this, and if you observe the result, see now, you can see, so my int is 10, whatever the value we assigned. So my double 1234.56. Okay, 1234.56. So my float 1234.56, my decimal 1234.56. So like this, all the values, whatever the values we assign, and double to int when we convert. So 1234.56, when we convert, it's became 1234. So here with the 1234 with the explicit conversion. So here we can observe in the previous example wherever we use a standard format strings or or custom format strings. So when you use a decimal, it was rounding, like 1, 2, 3, 4.56 means it was shown 1, 2, 3, 5. But in the explicit conversion, when we do, even it is not going to do that. Just it is taking a only integer value. Okay, from decimal, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 only you are getting. Suppose this is the whatever we have done here is a explicit conversion. So how we have one more we learned, like a conversion methods. So how the conversion method behaves, we will see that. So in that you will get a rounding and values all will happen. But in a explicit conversion, it is not going to happen. In a convert method, if you use, it will happen. I will show you that result also. So now you understood, right? The way how we have written here, the values, how it's shown on the screen. Okay, so now example, if I use the conversion methods, so how we can use a conversion methods. Okay, so string result 1, string result 2, and then I will write like a one more. These are the additional variables I am going to use for the conversion methods. So that is the reason I am declaring these things. So I will take like a one more result int. So for a string, I will take two variables, result 1, result 2, and for a int, I will take one variable, result int. Okay, and also for a double, I will take one more double, result double. Okay, why? Because once if I convert the converted values, whatever the values converted, that if I want to store in some variables, okay, as I explained, same example, we are just checking here practically in a programming how the result will be showing on the screen. Now here result 1, okay, of a string type, I will take that and I am going to use convert method to convert this myInt value to string type. Okay, so example convert, for that as I explained earlier, convert is a class. In that we have a method convert dot. So to convert to a string, I mentioned like toString. See, toString, this one we need to use it, convert dot toString. So what, and then here you can give whatever the value you wanted to convert to string type. As I mentioned, to convert to string, any value you can give so that it can convert to the string. So example here, I will just use a myInt. So that myInt value I am going to convert to a string. So that what this does, this is the class, this is the method, and this is the value we passing as a argument for this method, so that this will be executed, and what this gives, the output of this method call will be like this value convert to a string that will be assigned to this variable. See, like this, here we just assigned here like a constant strings, but here the result of this method call we are assigning. If you keep cursor here, convert.toString, the front you can see a string. Before the convert, you can see a string. What it means, this method results in a string data type. So that the value, whatever integer value we pass, it will convert and it will result will be a string. That string will be assigned to this result 1. So like this, the conversion can be happen. Similar way, example, result double. Example, if I take a result double variable, and then what I am going to do it, same integer, I will convert to a decimal, double. So what happens, we'll see same convert dot to string method. We are, not to string, convert dot. So here for a double, we are going to use a two double. So as soon as type, you will get all two double, two decimal, all this. So two double. So if you take, and then the variable myInt. So that what this does, this myInt, it will be converted to a double. Okay. So like this, we can use the convert methods. Similar way, the result int variable, whatever I declared, I am going to use for converting, okay, double to int. Okay, the double value I want to convert to int. The result I am going to store into this variable. So for that, what we need to do? Convert dot int, right? 2 int 32 is the for a integer. For a long, 2 int 64. So this I will take it, and then here I am going to pass my double variable value. I am going to pass it like this. And example, I will use a result string 2, that result 2, whatever the thing for a string data type. So for this, I will just try to convert a bool data type. So for that, what I want to do? Convert dot to string. And here I am going to pass a type of bool. Okay, so my bool. So here we passed as a int, and here we passed as a bool type. So it can convert to a string, and that will be stored into the result too. Okay, so these are the things. So now we will see this result on the screen, how it will be displayed. So here now, even this example, whatever I showed here, okay, here int my double. So here also 2 int 32 my double. Same data type we used, but here we did a explicit casting, and here we are using a conversion, using a convert method. So now the result, how it is. So example, if I show here a result, okay, double to int using convert. Okay, so now what I will do, double to int whatever is like this one, right? Result int. So this result int variable I will send here as a parameter for this. So now if I execute and see the result, okay, what will happen this? Similar way, the other whatever the values we have, okay, a bool, here also we have converted this bool to a string. Okay, what it shows on the screen. Other values, as we have seen many examples, it is easy to understand. Okay, just for bool, how it is converted to a string, just I will show you on the screen how it will. Sorry, here console dot write line, and then okay, bool to string. Bool to string result 2. So result 2 stored here, bool to string stored in a variable result 2. So result 2. Okay, so like this, now if we observe the result, see now, same the previous values, whatever it showed. Now if you see here, double to int 1, 2, 3, 4, double to int using convert, if you see 1, 2, 3, 5. See here 1, 2, 3, 5 you got, but here 1, 2, 3, 4 only. This is a explicit conversion. Whatever we used here with the within the parenthesis int, this is a explicit conversion. Here using a convert method, the difference if you see, here it is applied in a convert method, it's applied a rounding. Okay, but here it's just taken a only the value 1, 2, 3, 4, that integer value as it is, it's taken in a explicit convert. But if using a convert method, it's rounding. Okay, so that is, and bool to string, if you see, it's showing as a true. Okay, the variable, whatever my bool have value true. So when it converted to string, even it's showing as a true. So this is about the whatever the variables, data types we have discussed so far, and all the conversions, all these things in a practically how we can see the results. Okay, this is about all these examples.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe to our channel for more videos.